Ambitious and motivated are words that describe you best. Then you're on the right place. This is Motivational Radio Friends from Paris with your host, Longi Agoha.
Even the size of challenges, the size of the challenges you're going to face will depend on the success you're going to get. Because the more challenges you get, the more successful you become. Because anything that has fewer challenges is sure that your success level will not be as high as somebody who faces bigger challenges. For example, in a company, a manager is supposed to face bigger challenges than somebody who's just working in the factory.
That's it.
So automatically his salary will be much more bigger than yours.
That's it.
Okay. So the challenges we face in life will determine the level of our success, I guess.
It's one of the principles. You see, it's a simple equation. If you solve the challenges, the level or the volume of the challenge you solve will determine your reward. These are seeds of opportunities.
Exactly.
Challenges are not there to stop you. They are seeds of opportunity. It helps you.
Yeah, I think challenges really is designed to keep you or to make you stronger, because somebody said anything that did not kill you will make you stronger. The more challenges you face, the stronger you become. Be careful on the condition that you learn from your challenges.
Is the learning. Life is the best teacher. Life is the best teacher. You see, I say, look, you don't need to, if someone is crossing the road, you don't need to go and stand there and see whether the car will knock you down. Life is the best teacher. We should walk with our eyes. Just teaches us. They are experience.
Yeah.
You see, it's all to do with our mindset. How do you see challenges?
Sure.
Do you see it as a negative or positive?
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, my brother, anyone listening, a challenge as a positive, because out of that challenge is your reward.
Okay, I agree with you. Now let's go to the third question. I'd like to know, is there any connection between purpose and success in life?
Yes, there is a connection between purpose and success, because in your purpose you will find fulfillment. Mm-hmm. That's where you find joy and love. You see, and in your purpose, you will find, what you are capable of doing. Mm-hmm. Your capacity and ability. In your purpose, you see, you will find enjoyment. You will find enjoyment in your purpose. Success, literally has been defined as doing something extra, doing something, adding value to yourself. Any day you add value to yourself, you are
mm-hmm.
You understand? Any day you add value to yourself, you are successful. So there is a clear connection between purpose and success, because your purpose, you'll be adding value to yourself, you'll be adding value to others. When you identify your purpose, you'll be adding value to yourself and be adding value to others.
Okay.
You see, it was Jim Rohn that said, we get paid for bringing value to a marketplace.
Right.
It takes time to bring value to a marketplace, but we get paid for the value, not the time. I
totally agree that it's the value, the quality of value you bring to the marketplace that gives you your reward.
You see, that is why there is another example I can give, to actually, hammer on that question is there any connection? You see, sometimes you find people, in a high paid position job, and then they sometimes say, I'm leaving, and then you might ask, why are you leaving? You're getting all this paid, you are getting this. You see, the person is leaving because even the person is successful with that money, getting whatever and everything, he's not fulfilled. He's not happy with what he's doing. He's working there 7 days a week. He's there midnight, longer hours. He's not happy. You see, he's not happy of what he's doing. So there is a clear connection between purpose and success. If you find your purpose and you're adding value to yourself and people, you are successful.
Okay, so that's it. The quantity and the quality of purpose and the quality of value you create in the marketplace, that will identify how successful you become.
It's all about value. And when you identify your purpose, you will know. One of the signs is you will know that you're adding value to people. Is it when you identify your purpose of talking or radio show, you're adding value to others. You're adding value.
That's it. I agree. That somebody said what you need to find is how to add value to people's lives. If you identify how you can add a value to or values to other people's lives, you literally get whatever you want in life. Okay. So we have really identified that success and purpose go hand in hand because of the fact that we have a way of adding value to other people's lives.
Yeah, purpose. Because if everyone is created uniquely, there are people in the world looking for your service or your product. You see, there are people waiting to pay you. They want to identify you and pay you because you have something that they need.
That's it.
See, you have something that they need. So if you don't identify it, there's a gap in the market.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If you are called to create something and you haven't identified it, that thing is not created. So there's a gap in the market.
And until you create that thing, that thing will not exist.
You see, when you read the manual of life from the beginning, I've read the Bible. There was no way in Genesis that they were aircraft or they were cars. The God did not say at the beginning there was a car. God did not create any aircraft. But now we have aircraft. God did not create any cars. We have cars.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from, sir?
That's right. That means those who created cars they identified their purposes and worked on those purposes. And that is why today we have aircraft, cars, bicycles, engines, internet, computers, and everything you want to think about in this world.
I mean, can you imagine Bill Gates didn't work on his purpose? There will be no computers now.
There
will be no Microsoft. You see, but because he worked on it and is now out, that's where he's getting paid and he's eating from.
And that confirms what Jim Rohn said. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace.
That's it. The world, this earth is the biggest trading center. It's either buying or selling. It's either you are selling something, a product or a service or a gift, or you are buying. So whatever we are called to, it's very important that we identify and then work on it to make it a reality. That's why it has been said the richest place on earth, is a cemetery. Richest place on earth is a cemetery, because in there are books are not being written. In there are music that hasn't been released. In there are creatives, there are products that hasn't been created. It's not out. And
the worst is that the person cannot do it again because he's dead.
You can't do it again.
So that means the world was denied of such his artistry because he did not act on it.
That's it. Look, there are things that we should be saying that we haven't seen because the person did not act on it and the person is gone.
That was why Les Brown said that the worst thing that can happen to anybody on this planet is the last day, the last minute he's going to die on his dying bed. And when he looks back into his life and say, hey, there are things I did not do that I was supposed to do that I didn't do. When somebody dying with regrets, I think that's the worst thing that can happen to anybody.
Very, very true.
That's it.
It's like if he hasn't put anything in books, he hasn't written anything down. He hasn't put anything down for someone to pick it and work on it. We haven't seen what he's capable of doing or he came to do. 41 is too young.
Oh yeah, especially today. If it was about maybe 200 years ago, 41 would have been an old age. But today, 41 is like 20. Okay, because of the advancement of medicine and all the technology we have today, anybody even at 60, you still feel young. So 41 is really, really very young. But then, if you look back, somehow also that somebody like that guy is a face that anybody can identify with anywhere on this planet if you watch TV, if you watch BBC. So somehow, he has also managed to identify his purpose and fulfilled it, even though he didn't have enough time to do all his best. But I guess there's no way you will write the history of BBC today that you wouldn't add that guy's name in it. So he has somehow fulfilled his purpose. Somehow. Maybe he did not.
Somehow he has.
He has. Somehow.
We give him all the credit. You see, that's the difference between somebody that has fulfilled his purpose and somebody that hasn't fulfilled his purpose. You see, as I said, Nelson Mandela died. The whole world wanted to go there.
That's right.
The whole world wanted to go to his funeral. Many people dying. You see, nobody even know when they died. When they died.
Yeah, that's cruel, isn't it? And if you are doing or working on your purpose, people will identify that quick because of the fact that your artistry, the thing you put in the purpose will identify you quick. It will make you become a professional quick. And people identify that very quickly. If you are not working on your purpose, if you're not working on something that you are created to come and do, you will do haphazardly. You will not do it well. People will say, hey, he's not very good on that thing, even though he's doing it. You see, yeah, that's another sign of somebody who has not identified his purpose. Because if you have not identified your purpose, when you're doing a particular thing, no matter the effort you put in doing that thing, you will not come out as an expert in that thing. Because people will see that even if he's doing it well, he is not the best. Do you understand? This podcast was brought to you by the Motivational Radio France with their host, Lonjago and Barris.